Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is my first time streaming with this live setup, so you'll have to bear with me. Hope you can all hear me. England versus North Macedonia, final group game of this year's UEFA European qualification. What we're going for, I'm saying, I think I predicted 3-0 before the start of tonight, and I'm going to stick with that. If we're anything like what we were the other night against Malta, I'd take a 1-0 if I'm honest with you. But let me know if you're watching in the chat who we've got in tonight. You'll have to forgive me because my TV's quite above my head, so I will be looking ahead most of the night. The players are in the tunnel. We need a draw tonight, actually, to guarantee ourselves top seeds for the European draw, which I think you want to get, don't you? You definitely want to get. So here they come. Quite an interesting starting lineup tonight, isn't it? Harry Kane finally getting a rest. Even though he's still playing, Jordan Pickford in goal, which I thought was really unusual. So Rico Lewis left back, Mark Gahey, Maguire centre back. Seems like Mark Gahey's ahead of Tomori, doesn't it? Kyle Walker right back. Trent Alexander-Arnold and Declan Rice. It looks like we'll be holding fielders with Foden possibly through the middle. Grealish, Saka and Ollie Watkins up front. And here is God Save the King. Some boos going round. England fans get slated when we boo other fans' national anthems. Go on, lads. 2,000 strong England fans making themselves heard tonight. I'd like to see Foden grab a goal. It'd be interesting to see how Rico Lewis plays. Short on left backs all of a sudden, aren't we? And right backs, actually, for that matter. But how many dropouts have we had? We've had like 4 or 5 dropouts in this squad, so not great. D. Jeffries, welcome. I mean, it's not going to be 7-0 again, is it? It's not going to be 7-0, let's face it. That was a freak night. I mean, North Macedonia were as poor as England were good. Just get through the anthems. There were a good set of fans at the home fixture. Sorry, at Old Trafford. I spent a bit of time, if anyone watched my video, with the North Macedonian fans in Manchester, and they were a good group. They're going to definitely expect more from the team tonight. I can't actually see, because of where my camera's set up, I can't actually see how many people we've actually got viewing at the moment. But welcome. If you're there, please let me know where you're watching from, what you think the score is going to be. It's a bigger ground than what I thought it was, to be fair. I'm hearing a lot of England fans have had some trouble getting to the ground. Quite a few cancelled flights, but I think a few of them have made it. Here we go. Only the 3rd time England have played in North Macedonia, apparently, which I thought that'd been much higher. It's definitely a weakened England team through injuries and obviously the fact that we're already qualified. Yeah, they haven't got the strongest defence, North Macedonia. Just saying, obviously, they nearly pulled it back against Italy the other night. They were 2-0 down, no, 3-0 down, and they pulled it back to 3-2, but I think they ended up losing 5-2 in the end. So they do have a bit of spice about them, but they're just, defensively, they're not great, as we know. Like I said, they'll not be 7 tonight, nowhere near. Ollie Watkins, of course, leading the line for England. It's very rare Southgate picks anybody other than Harry Kane, even against low opposition or even when we've already qualified. He didn't, obviously, at Wembley on Friday night, so it'd be good to see what Ollie Watkins can do. If you're looking up front, you've got Watkins, Foden, Saka and Grealish. That's an exciting attacking four. Not a very physical front four, though, has to be said. We need some other defenders coming through now, don't we? We're desperate defenders. I mean, right back, just so many fullbacks keep getting injured. Shaw, Chilwell, James. Trent, obviously, as we know, is never going to play right back for England. Go on, Lewis, lad. Moments away from kickoff then. No, I wouldn't have chosen Pickford tonight. I think, you know, give Ramsdale a run out or something. But safety first, I guess. England were that poor the other night. You wouldn't put it past North Macedonia scoring tonight. England were that bad. If they play the same way they did against Malta, I think Macedonia will nick one tonight. I suppose with a weakened defence as well, it made sense to play the experienced keeper, but I don't know. I can't see any scenario, no matter who we play, that England don't get the draw tonight at least. So, my TV, it's not as high as what it looks on screen, but it's just above my screens and I'm having to like look up. I mean, Channel 4's coverage, bloody Dion Dublin on commentary. Be interesting to see how they react, because Southgate could not get a performance out of them Friday night, and it seemed like he was frustrated. He definitely wanted more from the players on Friday, and they just weren't giving it him at all. I'm not sure that went out. I mean, they're on about the pitch for some reason. It looks pretty good to me, but what do I know? Grealish getting roundly booed. But clearly they see him as the threat. England's first attack then. Saka's getting booed as well, so they know where our threats lie. There's Rice. Rice, interestingly, was saying he feels the pressure of playing for... Oh, great one too. Oh, God, I thought Watkins were going to turn it in. Lovely little 1-2, and all of a sudden we were in. Lovely between Grealish and Foden. Oh, no, Rice and Grealish. But Ollie Watkins, just, yeah. Seemed like to lack sharpness then. He thought he'd got in front then. Corner for England, 2 minutes in. Better start than what we had against Malta. Malta should have been 1-0 up within the first 2 minutes. Oh, Lewis. I mean, a rush of blood. Imagine that. A goal on his debut within 3 minutes. Oh, dear. Yeah. This is a watch-along, Ruben. Welcome. No, I'm afraid not. I'd love to stream it for you. I mean, you're more than welcome to stay. I can give you my best commentary if you can't watch it for whatever reason. There's Elmas. And Elmas, I know that he is Macedonia's biggest threat. The fans couldn't speak highly enough of him when they was in Manchester. Didn't see much of him in Manchester, has to be said. But already, Macedonia passing the ball. Ooh. They're up for this, Macedonia. They're definitely up for this. This is not going to be a walk in the park for England at all. Where are you from, Ruben? How come you can't get it on your TV? I'm assuming you're not living in the UK. All right. Well, stick it on Channel 5 then, if you're in the UK. Don't leave the stream, though. Ah, oh, Declan Rice. No, I'm not having this. Already excuses coming out about the surface. There's nothing wrong with the surface at all. Yeah, well, maybe. Yeah, Channel 4, mate. It's terrible coverage, but they've got it. Me slurping my tea. Right, come on then, lads. Maguire's got the ball, 5 minutes in. And he's giving it away straight away. It's not the most confident start from England. Look a bit shaky. We don't seem to be able to string 4 passes together in a minute. Lewis has done really well there, though. His shirt's already absolutely filthy, so he's already been in the wars 5 minutes in. He looks so small, though, doesn't he? He really looks his age. Only 18 years old. I mean, it's very slow from England, and I expect nothing else. Trent Alexander-Arnold gives the ball away now. I mean, England just got to get some passes together, but we've got it back. And it's going to go out for a throw-in. Yeah, we just look a bit half asleep, don't we, at the minute. Midfield looks a bit light. Yeah, probably. I mean, this thing about Trent Alexander-Arnold being a midfielder, I mean, he's good, but he's not starting for England, is he, in a tournament? he's he's not he's not played against a big team in an England shirt. It has to be said. Southgate keeps playing him against these, your Maltas and your Macedonias, but he's not really tested him in a big match yet. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure for me is the answer. We're so short in midfield though, so short, and that's exactly why Henderson and Gallagher. I mean, Gallagher, fair play to him, is playing better for his club, but that's why Henderson keeps getting in. That's why Phillips keeps getting in these squads, because we haven't got much depth at all in centre mid. Foden's was, I think, the man of the match the other night on Friday, but obviously I didn't get it. But I thought he looked our most threatening player. Better. Here's Foden now. Go on, Saka. 1-on-1. Oh no, they're doubling up on him now. Better from England. Foden looks sharp. Look at the distance the fans are from the pitch. It's absolutely outrageous. Go on then. Here's Walker, chance to get the ball in. He skied it to the back post. Oh, it's fell to Grealish. Great touch. Go on then, Grealish. Oh, he beat his man. Have a shot. Oh, they've done well here to keep the ball. Yeah, it might be another long night for Macedonia. If England get a goal early, it's going to be another tough night for Macedonia. Bit of a hopeless long ball there from Trent. The problem is, it's a weird game for England. We know we're through. We've been through for the past two games, and you just start to think these players obviously don't want an injury. I think Gareth Southgate's got it right tonight. A mix of people, on that young players still wanting to prove a point and players trying to win the place on the plane for next year, mixed with those that are going. So hopefully there's a bit of drive there. Who's this down injured now? Is it Grealish? Yeah, he seems to get caught. Hiya, Scad. Oh my God, Friday was... honestly, it's the worst game I've seen live. I've never, even at Wembley, I've never been there where they literally boo added minutes. I think there were 6 added minutes on at the end of the second half, and everyone was booing. I mean, I'll be honest with you, by half time, most people had left. Certainly in the end, I'd sat in. People just wanted the caps and then went back to the pub. It was just shocking, absolutely shocking. I mean, I wasn't expecting a great game Friday, but I was expecting more than that. I mean, Malta is supposed to be like part-time. I mean, the plumbers and shop assistants and nothing wrong with those jobs. I mean, they're not footballers. They're literally footballers part-time, and to only put 2 past them at Wembley is just... I mean, I know we're through, but it's just embarrassing. I think what was the main worry about that game was... It wasn't clear during the match whether Southgate was just saying, look, don't worry about it. But after the match, Southgate clearly said he was a bit annoyed, actually, because he clearly was asking for more from the lads and they just didn't give it him. So that's a little bit of a worry, that is, because Southgate seemed very frustrated at full time. Good 1-2 from Lewis there. I mean, is Lewis in this squad now because of his talent, or is he there because we've got no other left backs? I think really he's there because we've got no other left backs. I mean, he's a good player, don't get me wrong, but I think, how many games has he played for Man City? What, 10, 12? So he's not... I wouldn't say he's earned his space. I think he's there because the depth in left backs isn't great. But he's a good player. I'm not saying he's not a good player at all. I don't think he'll be on the plane though. Well, obviously it depends on injuries, but if people are fit, if the main, if you've almost got a full fit of English players to choose from, I don't think he goes. Yeah, what a ball to Watkins. That was out of nowhere. I mean, Saka is one... Oh, I've got the ball back here. Better from England. I mean, it was a long ball up front, and Watkins... I thought Watkins was going to use his pace then, and... I mean, 80% possession for England at the minute. I don't think that'll change all night. We'll see an awful lot of the ball. No, Jude's not even in the squad. He didn't play Friday, and he's not playing tonight because he's injured. Here's Lewis. Oh, I thought he should have got the ball in then. Go on then, Grealish, put it in. It's got to go in. Rice. Oh, he's at the post. How's that not got in? The inside of the post as well. I mean, that was bizarre. He seemed to have all day to shoot then. Yeah, cracking effort. I'd like to see it again. It didn't look like he hit it the cleanest. I mean, they just didn't close him down, did they? He had so long. Surely there's goals in it tonight. It's a better first-time ball. Watkins, he's got to score. He's got to score, or he's got to do better. I mean, what a team effort that turned out to be. What a bizarre header that was. Just showing the Declan Rice shot again. I think it does take a deflection. No, it doesn't. It's just a weird... No, it's just a... Yeah, it just doesn't look like he hit it the cleanest, but... Yeah, I mean, the VAR... If you're talking about Declan Rice's goal, that was ruled out offside at Wembley. I mean, it was a joke, wasn't it? I mean, we were watching, obviously, in the stadium, even... Because they didn't show any replays, no one knew at all why it was disallowed. They're just overcomplicating it. You know, VAR should have always been about clear and obvious. So if you can't look at a replay and see that there's a clear and obvious decision instantly, it should just be referee's decision on the pitch. If they stick with that, then VAR would work. But then all of a sudden they started going on about, toenails offside and nonsense like that, and you're never going to get it right. Oh, Saka's done well there. I mean, Saka is England's best wide player. Sterling's... Oh, Macedonians getting a bit angry and as a result got booked. Ref's not having none of it. Hey up, Caroline, you all right? Yeah, he's class. I'll be honest with you, not Rashford, Sterling's our next best. Saka and Sterling are our two best wide players. But something's gone off with Sterling and Southgate. I know Southgate denies it, but something has definitely gone off. Sterling was so good in the last Euros, and we've never had Kane, Sterling and Saka all on form playing together up front. If we can get those three together playing on form, that is a tournament winning front three. Ball in. What has gone off there? It's offside. Offside? How can you be offside? Oh, that is so crap from England. It's Maguire who's offside. He started in an offside position and never seemed to get himself back on. Sheffield Wednesday. What about Sheffield Wednesday? Huh. Someone's just tweeted a massive gap in the stadium for North Macedonia that they've not been able to fill. And England were only allocated 2,000 tickets. Joke. Oh, yeah. Crap. They're going down. You know what? Sheffield Wednesday are going down, no doubt. I don't really have a club team. As daft as that sounds. I mean, I live in Derby now, and I've been living here nearly 10 years plus. So I do like to follow Derby. Growing up though, um, locally I like Sheffield Wednesday. I did used to like Man United a lot, and I would say I still like to see them do well. But club football just doesn't. I'm all international now. I really am. I don't really care about any club, if I'm honest with you. Which is a shame because I used to love club football, but I just don't get the appeal of it anymore, and I wish I did. But they just supporting your country, I think, is different to supporting a club. I think a clubs now have just become brands and businesses and very corporate, and I don't fancy supporting a corporate. You know, they don't represent the cities they're from anymore, but these lads represent the country, and that's why it does it for me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is. It just, I don't know. It just, I'll be honest with you, the best thing that could happen to club football is it all goes bust and it starts over again. I am interested in going watching some non-league because I've actually got some quite good non-league grounds around where I live. So, and they play good football. Oh, that's a naughty challenge that is from the North Macedonians. He's not getting the ball there. That's a booking for me. I mean, we are getting to the point now where a bad injury does rule you out of the tournament for next summer. There's a player, is it who is it who's been ruled out today? No real end today. Most of Chelsea fans reside in Nigeria, according to Twitter base. Africa, I'm mad for it. Yeah, I mean, it is becoming very international. I mean, the Super League was the real nail in the coffin for me, and it's just, what are people supporting now? That's what I know people still believe that they represents where they're from, but it doesn't really. The fans that maybe go on the away days do, but other than that, these clubs don't have anything in common with where they're from or even who founded them. So, yeah, Gavi has torn his cruciate ligament, hasn't he? And he's now looking at risk of being ruled out for Spain. So it is now the time where you don't want to get a bad injury because you will miss the Euros. It's as simple as that, and that's going to be the same now for the next 4 to 6 months. Corner for England, but it's terrible corner. I'm not sure why Foden's taking them. He wouldn't be my corner kick taker. And all of a sudden, it's back with Pickford. So not very well played there. Well, Pickford's just put a cracking ball up to Watkins. When Argentina won, India and Bangladesh were doing overtime on social media, celebrating bizarre. Yeah, I mean, football's just madly international now anyway, isn't it? But I don't want to see. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but I don't want to see foreign fans supporting English teams. I want to see them supporting their own local teams and, you know, growing African or Asian or American football, not supporting. I mean, Maguire has just handed it straight. El Massi's on here, and that's got to be a. Oh! Well, Maguire has given the ball away in a silly position. It was 2-on-2. It's come to Elmas, their best player, and Harry Maguire has just taken him out off the ball. I mean, it would be a soft penalty, but it doesn't look like he wins the ball here at all. And I think, I mean, Elmas, I'll be honest with you, Elmas is on his way down. Yeah, the contact is in the upper half. No, the rest waved it on. And I do think that's right, genuinely. It was chest to chest. And I think that would have been harsh. But Maguire, what is he doing? I mean, out of nothing. And he's nearly giving it away again. See, I like Maguire. I really do. But he sometimes just doesn't do himself any favours. He's usually very solid for England. But he's a couple of times tonight, he's just, look, what's he doing? I mean, against a better opposition, that's 1-0. Simple as that. No, Trent's not playing very well neither. Trent with a whipping ball out. It's not a bad effort. And that's what he can do. He is willing to play a killer front forward pass. North Macedonia are going in confidence here, and they've got a break on now. They're going to ground far too easy. Far, far, far too easy. Yeah, I think he's nowhere near as bad as what people make out. Nowhere near, but he should have left Man U. I know I think he thinks he's vindicated for not leaving them, but he should have done. No, you're right. He just has those moments, doesn't he? But it's a corner here to North Macedonia. And England, it's got to be said, 25 minutes in, it's not great, is it? Oh no, he's given a free kick. He gave it. Well, if that's a free kick, then they should have had a penalty because it was exactly the same challenge. It's a terrible ball in. Yeah, I mean, after that Scotland game, when he came on, didn't he, and scored that own goal, I think even some of the Scottish fans felt sorry for him. Maybe not. But it was, that's when it was a real low, wasn't it? Even I was like, Jesus, just Gareth, get him off. I mean, that was Gareth's poor management. That we were cruising against Scotland. Maguire was getting stick anyway, and he decides to bring him on in that game when he had no reason to at all. And he just, I think Gareth Southgate mismanaged him that game. Well, 26 minutes in, and I can't think of anything from England at all, apart from that Ollie Watkins header, where he probably should have done better. No, it was in the friendly a couple of months back. I mean, England were battering Scotland. I mean, they did batter Scotland. It was men versus boys, but I mean, and I'll be honest with you, it wasn't really much Maguire could do about the own goal, but he just, well, I think even his mum after that match put something on social media defending him, because I think even she was like, it was just bad. Yeah. I mean, it was unlucky, though. It just had to be him, though, didn't it? It's a great ball from Foden, and what a... Oh, I was just about to say, what a touch from Grealish. And I think his first one was, and then the second one, I think he just lost it. I mean, what are Macedonia doing here? Oh, Trent! Well, that looked like a foul. It's all a bit scrappy at the minute, isn't it? Go on then, Rice. Lewis. Lewis is getting himself in good spots. No, it's... I think this is where Alexander-Arnold in particular is showing his weaknesses. Lewis, brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. Go on then, Grealish now. Take him on. That's it. Get the ball in. Oh, I thought that was... Saka's going to keep it in there. Good lad. Come on. At least one bloody chance before 30 minutes. Oh, what a ball that was from Foden. I think if Ollie Watkins commits a bit sooner, he's in. Oh. Yeah, one more step and he's in there. So where's everybody from? Everybody England fans? Any North Macedonians watching? Yeah, I'd love to see some of the form. Yeah, whipping them balls in. Right, here's Trent. Oh, no. He's just not... I think when he's right in front of the goal, he just lacks ideas, Trent. Saka's trying to beat his man 3 times. Gonna say we've got them in a bit of a bother here. Where are they going? Oh, yeah. England are winning the 50-50s. I'm pretty sure it is. I've done my 23-man squad video a couple of days ago. I'm pretty sure it is going to be 23 men and not 26, what it has been over recent tournaments. And picking a 23, I tell you what, is very hard. Some very good players are going to be staying at home. Like, very good players. Oh, come on, ref. That's got to be a foul. I do like Foden. I'll be honest with you, historically I've not enjoyed him in an England shirt. I don't think he's done much, but these past 2 games I think he stands out. God, Saka, you've got the legs on him there. It's a good ball in from Saka. Oh, I thought that was falling to Grealish then. I mean, Grealish is an odd one. I like him, but I don't like him that... He doesn't score enough. He doesn't score enough, doesn't assist enough. And he's in an area of the pitch where he needs to be doing that. Nasty little challenge on Rico Lewis there. But he just, you know, if we're being honest, everyone goes on about England's attacking talent. There aren't a lot of goals in this England team. Saka scores for his club. Doesn't score a huge amount for England, but does score a few. Kane's obviously the goal scorer. But outside of that, there's not... I mean, Rashford's... I think Rashford's got 1 in every 5 games. He's only scored like 10 goals in 50 appearances. Grealish doesn't score. Sterling's all right. He started to improve, but he had dry patches in the past. There aren't as many goals in this England team as what people think. Foden doesn't score enough, for example, for club or country. Lovely little 1-2s around the box, but we don't seem to be going anywhere. Corner for England. Grealish keeps getting in those positions, but just seems reluctant to put the ball in. Come on, then. Oh, get it back in, Foden, straight away. No messing. Oh. Oh, wow. Another poor set-piece performance there. How's the other teams getting on? How's Italy getting on? I know Italy and Ukraine are playing at the same time, and we're all Ukraine tonight, aren't we? 0-0. That would see Italy through. Come on, Ukraine. It's in Ukraine as well, so it's tricky, that is. I mean, imagine if Italy don't qualify for the Euros. I think, would they be in a playoff if they didn't get? I think they would. Good ball. Go on then, Foden, what are you going to do? He has great skill. He's had a good game, Rico Lewis, or, well, good half, should we say. I mean, is it better than what we saw Friday night? Maybe slightly. Still not bloody great at all. So toothless going forward. Oh, come on, Watkins. Go on then, Watkins. Oh, he's giving a... I'm not sure that is a free kick. I am not sure that's a free kick. I think Watkins has done very well there. And now he's getting an absolute bollocking from the ref because he's kicked the ball. That is not a free kick. I mean, I don't know. I think that Macedonian's got away with it there. He didn't seem to have to do a lot, did he? Good play from North Macedonia here. No. I mean, I don't know what they want in here, North Macedonia. I think they're trying to make out one of the players have been hit in the face, but I'm not having that. It's not good enough for Ollie Watkins, that. It forced to him, and that's where Kane is different gravy. Kane is holding that ball up, and Ollie Watkins just didn't then. You need to be better than that. And that's why Kane's so important. He's unbelievable. We are so... If Kane is the biggest player we could lose for the Euros next year, easily. Or he does catch him in the face. But he's not even looking at the player. I mean, if this gets given as a penalty, it'd be outrageous. Because there's clearly no intent there at all. I bet he's going to give this. It feels like one of those that he's going to give. He's going to give it. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is not a penalty. I mean, he's jumped for the ball, and if anything, the North Macedonian players ran into his hand or jumped into his hand. I mean, the game's dead. I mean, what's his... I mean, if you freeze frame it, it looks like a penalty. He can't give that. He cannot give that. And I think the ref knows he can't give it, and that's why he's struggling. Because the hand's there, so they're clearly having a talk here. The ref doesn't want to give this because he knows how ridiculous it is. He's gonna give it though. He's gonna give it. Or is he? He's giving it. Absolutely outrageous. Outrageous. What is happening to football? What is happening? Poor Rico Lewis, because that isn't deserved. I mean, how can he jump up? How can he jump up with his arms flat? It's outrageous. What did Harry do? Harry didn't do anything. In fact, no one's done anything. Rico Lewis has caught a player in the face with his arm as he's jumping up in the air. Or with his hand, sorry. But he's not even looking at the player. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It is but it's nothing. It doesn't surprise us, does it, in football anymore? It's not a penalty, is it? I mean, Rico Lewis looks absolutely gutted. Remember, this is his debut. Come on, Pickford, justice here. Because there's no way that is a penalty. No way. I mean, hopefully this gives England a kick up the arse if they do go and score, but absolutely ridiculous. Here we go. Come on, Pickford. Yes! Oh, he scored the rebound, though. Bloody hell. Ridiculous. I mean, it's a good penalty save because he's put his foot well behind this, so you can't blame Pickford for knocking it back in. It just fell back to the striker. Yeah. Oh, look at Rico Lewis. You saw Rico Lewis put his hands in his face after. He didn't... I mean, what a ridiculous decision. What a ridiculous decision. Well, we know England could turn it on and put 7 past these, so we need to do it now, though. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm just looking on Twitter at the reaction to that VAR. I mean, it's ridiculous, isn't it? I think the referee didn't want to give it. I mean, he was there for ages looking at it. I mean, it was clear, the contact's clear, so I don't understand what the debate is. Clearly someone in his ear is telling him he's got to give it. Go on, Lewis. Well played. Grealish giving the ref some shit. And I tell you what, don't let this take away Rico Lewis's first half, because he's had a good first half. I think he's been one of England's best players. It's a ridiculous penalty decision. Come on, Trent. I mean, this is where people rave about Trent Alexander-Arnold being this world-class player. The experience he's got, you know, his set-piece taking ice, where you expect him to stand up and be countered. Oh, Saka. That was half a chance, but just too many bodies there. Careful, Walker. Careful. He's done well. He's done well. Well, it's certainly going to probably be 1-0 Macedonia at half time. It's a great save from Jordan Pickford. He's so unlucky there. I mean, he's literally fingertips, so you can't blame him for parrying it back into the middle of the goal. He's really struck that. I mean, is this a concern? Are England playing like this because we're already through, or is it a case of we haven't got the depth we think we've got? When key players aren't playing, Bellingham, Kane, are we not as good as what we think we are? I don't know. I don't think that's the case. Certainly, the fact that England already qualified is playing a role in tonight's performance as it did on Friday. But it is worrying, really, how lacking desire we are. I mean, it takes nothing away again from the fact that it should never have been a penalty. So 4 minutes added on. Go on then, Lewis. Oh, tame effort. Pickford, Walker, Stones, Maguire, Shaw, Rice, Mount, Bellingham, Saka, Kane, Rashford to start the Euros. Yeah. I mean, my argument was Rashford. I love him, but he doesn't do enough in an England shirt at all. Doesn't score enough, doesn't assist enough. Oh, Saka, come on. Yeah, it's a clear foul. The problem is if you come out not giving it your all at the start, it's very hard then to flip a switch and turn it back on. And that's what England had on Friday, and this is what they're going to have tonight now. It's all right saying you're the better team, but if you start to get in a rhythm of play, it's very hard now to just flip a switch and all of a sudden start playing out your skin and putting 4-5 past them. It's not going to happen. Maguire's going to try and see this out. He has. I thought that was going to be a classic Maguire moment then. Because I can't show the game. And my channel would get shut down for obvious reasons. I would love to show the game, but I can't. I mean, it is free to air in the UK, so it's not like, anyone can't go and watch it themselves pretty easily. Go on then, Grealish. He's got to put the ball in. Why? What's he waiting for? Has he not got a left foot? What's the point going around your man if you're not then going to put the ball in? Oh, what an effort from Arnold. Oh, yeah, of course they can bring it back. 100%, not even close. If we can come back from 1-0 down against Italy, North Macedonia, easy. But whether we do or not. Remember, we need a draw to be guaranteed top seeds. Watch this corner. What's going off here? We're appealing for a penalty. What's happened here? England's left side should be Shaw, Mount and Rashford. Shaw and Rashford play well together for club, and Mount has linked up well with Rashford. Yeah, the club links, I get that. What's happened here? It's all kicking off. Would I rather start TAR or Mount in midfield? Oh, God, neither. I don't know, really. That's not a foul, and that's not a foul. No, there's no penalty there. Being honest, there's no penalties there at all. I mean, well, being honest, it would be as soft as, it would be as soft as their penalty that we had against them. Oh, sorry, they had against us. England can 100% win the Euros. There's no doubt England are one of the top 2-3 teams in Europe. There's no doubt. I mean, even some of the biggest England haters would struggle to disagree with that. So, of course, England can win the Euros. But England historically are obviously bottle jobs, aren't they? So, I don't know. What's the ref giving here? I think he's going to give half time. I don't think... Well, I think there was a VAR check going off, but I don't think there's anything coming of it. Yeah, I think we outplayed France at the World Cup. The ref was a bit of an idiot in the match, and you can't compensate for Harry Kane skying a penalty first time in his career. But I think England were better than France at the World Cup in that match. That's half time. So, yeah, very interesting. 1-0. How disappointing. I mean, England, let's hope they can play better in the second half. England versus France in the Euro final. England take revenge after France knocked them out of the World Cup. Last minute penalty in the 90th minute and Kane, but yeah. Living the dream. I've no doubt England could beat France. But the same, France could beat us. But there's no doubt. England can beat any team in the world, no doubt. But it doesn't mean, obviously, that we would every game. But England don't have to fear anybody. Apart from Macedonia, it seems. So 1-0 at half-time. Let's have a look. We've got a few minutes. I'm going to go and quickly catch another drink. And I will see you all in about 5 minutes or so. I think us and France are the favourites. Yeah, I think we are. Portugal as well, maybe Spain. Germany, you can never discount Germany. I know they're not playing very well, but they are at home at the end of the day. So you've got to say they're going to be in with a shout. But yeah, no doubt, in terms of squads, England and France are way ahead of everyone else. I think all the usual. France, Netherlands are through. I'll have to get the tables up in a second to see how it all stands. Let me have a look. Yeah, so France and the Netherlands are through. Spain and Scotland are through. Turkey's through. Croatia not yet, but I think they will be. Albania and Czech Republic are through. Belgium and Austria are through. Hungary and Serbia. Denmark and Slovenia. Romania and Switzerland. And Portugal and Slovakia. No, I wouldn't say so. I mean, Poland maybe. They're third in a group out of Albania, Czech Republic, Poland, Moldova and Faroe Islands, so they may miss out. Depending on the result in the other game against Italy and Ukraine, Italy may miss out, but I think they'll have a chance of a playoff. Norway aren't through, and with Haaland, you would say that's probably a bit of a surprise one. But not any... No, all the usual teams you'd expect will be there. Well, we may do, but if we don't draw tonight, we may not be top seeds, so that'll be interesting. Right, quick break, and then I'll see you back shortly. And yes, Italy did win the Euros against us, unfortunately. Well, you could argue, Paul, that the seeding for the Euros, top seeds, is the motivation at the minute, or maybe just to not make sure that Gareth Southgate gets a load of stick. Yeah, Italy. I mean, you'd expect Italy to come through that, wouldn't you? But while it remains goalless, who knows? Reece James won't go to the Euros. Why not? What? Because do you not rate him, or do you think he'll just be not fit? I mean, he's got form for never being fit. Interestingly, he ruled himself out. He was actually picked, I think, by Southgate for this squad, but said no, I'm not going to go because I'm not fit enough, and then played for Chelsea. Well, I don't know if Trippier's fully fit. Sorry, if James is fully fit, does he go above either Walker or Trippier? I mean, I think the biggest problem is that he's never fit, so you're probably right. Yeah, but we shouldn't need to put Harry... I completely agree with you, Talia, but we shouldn't really need to get bloody Harry Kane on to beat North Macedonia, a team that we beat 7-0 barely 6 months ago. 5 months ago. Yeah, I mean, there isn't motivation from an England perspective, really, and that's the problem. But surely it's just about now pride, securing top seeds, and taking a bit of pressure off Gareth Southgate, because the Southgate haters will be out in force after this. Yeah, he will. I know what you mean. I know what you mean about James, but he's arguably is he England's best fullback when he's fit? I don't know. Yeah, Trent will go as a midfielder, 100%. I'm in a group with a load of England fans that are out there, and I think a lot of them have even left the ground and gone to the pub. Any changes, do you think? Trent needs to actually be doing the business in games like this. Exactly. This is my point about Trent. He's only proven it at home or, in very poor matches. And at the minute, is he standing out? This is against North Macedonia. Are we looking at him on the pitch now as a really good player who could change the game for us? I don't see it. And I like Trent, but he's supposed to be one of the most experienced, exciting, best young players in the world. You wouldn't know it, would you, playing in England at the minute? Oh yeah, definitely be probably. Yeah, probably will definitely be Walker's last tournament. I don't know. He's not good enough for right back, is he? The problem is we don't want another manager. I mean, that's when it, once Walker retire. I don't know. I mean, you're looking at James, aren't you? But I mean, I don't know. Plenty of time yet, though. A lot can happen in 6 months to a year in football. Who knows? Anyone could come through. He can't defend. Well, he can, but he's not defensively strong enough. Not with the state of our centre-backs as well. Yeah, well, this is why Lewis, hopefully he comes good. Don't know why Maguire's getting booed. Maguire, he just gets the stick no matter what, doesn't he? I mean, looking at the bench tonight, Kane, Palmer, Rashford, they're probably the only options England have from an attacking perspective on the bench. So many injuries. We're not looking. We haven't got a huge amount of options. Go on then, Saka. Grealish! Get in! Get in! And just like that, 1-1. I mean, that was bizarre goal. Just seemed to come out of nothing. Need more 6s and 8s, decent ones. Can't live with Phillips and Hender. I mean, Phillips is great. If he leaves Man City, he's going to the World Cup. He's going to the Euros. He needs to leave Man City in January. I really like Phillips. Anderson shouldn't go, but he will do. Look at Saka. Is Grealish offside? I thought Grealish was offside then, but... Or is it an own goal? Well, nothing's given, but I thought he was offside there. No, it's Grealish's goal. I think he's offside. They're double checking. I think he's offside. As soon as I saw that, I thought he was offside. I think this is clearly offside. Phillips for England is what we need. Here's the bully boy. Yeah, no, I do like Phillips. I hope Mount comes good in form. Yeah, well, he's moved to Man U. Hasn't worked out at the minute, has it? We do need Mount and Phillips to come good. He's offside. He's offside. Clearly offside. The only problem is you can't see the North Macedonian's left leg. I thought it was offside. As soon as I saw the goal on the replay, I thought it was offside. You can't quite see the North Macedonian player's left leg, but I don't think it makes any difference. It'd have to be really far over, and he doesn't look like he's in a position where it is. So this is offside for me. Yeah, but Man U have been crap though, arguably, haven't they? Well, I think the reason why it's taking this long is because they don't actually know. Because you can't see his leg. Unless there's a camera on the other side. He's only been dropped from McTominay because we have a goal-scoring crisis and McTominay's been put... Yeah, McTominay's been playing really well. Offside. Yeah. Oh. Just realised I've not started the timer after the half. Oh, here we go. Hang on. Grealish back. Oh, come on, Grealish. Oh, Grealish, you've got to be putting that away, mate. Come on. No strength, no pace. Yeah. I love Sterling. I think he's really good. Really, really good player. He's giving it. Yes, mate, welcome. Oh, I know, it's outrageous. Yeah, yeah. And didn't his house get burgled or something? I think he came back though, but he did have a. He wasn't in form, was he though, going into that tournament? He's playing really well now though for Chelsea. How are we losing to these? Come on. Who did we drop to take who? Sterling. Oh, Alexander Arnold. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. He's really had a bad game, and it's just. Is he as good as what people. He's not as good as what people think. Sterling above Palmer any day of the week. Sterling will win you a game on his own. Come on now, who's going to stand up for England? That's good play. First good pass Trent's made all night. Yeah, I mean, TAA, you almost feel like fans put him in just because they feel like they've got to put him in, but what has he ever done in an England shirt against anyone of half decent quality? It's just, I don't know what he offers. He's obviously more defensive midfielder, though, which we don't have many of. You could argue taking Madison and dropping TAA. Go on then, Foden. Oh, I mean, Watkins needs to do something, doesn't he? He's just, I mean, I know he's isolated, but Kane at least gets involved and drops a bit deep. Ollie Watkins is offering nothing at the minute. Nothing wrong with that. That's England's ball. No chance. No, no, not at all. I like Lewis Dunk. Lewis Dunk needs to be playing centre back if he's fit and Stones or Maguire are injured. I mean, I would play Dunk and Stones personally, but that's never going to happen. No, not for me. Not good enough. Yeah, Lewis Dunk's quality. I think it's still 0-0 in the Ukraine-Italy match. I mean, all Trent needs to do now to top off this magnificent performance is get himself sent off. It's better from Watkins. It's better from Grealish as well. Go on then, Saka. It's a good ball. Go on then, Grealish. What are you doing? Oh, he's got no attack intent on him at all. No, there is never any doubt in my mind at all that Grealish was not going to get a shot away then. It was never on the cards. Better. This is better from England. Oh, Alexander-Arnold, get him off the pitch. Watkins, Wilson or Tony. Yeah, the elite kit. I mean, anything will be better than the kit they've got now. This is the worst England kit they've ever had. Watkins, Wilson or Tony. Well, I would have said Watkins before today, but he's coming off now. He's offered absolutely nothing. I mean, Kane, it's just without Harry Kane, we are nothing. He would be above Bellingham, Saka, anything. We cannot lose Harry Kane for the Euros. He is so head and shoulders above every other striking option we've got. We cannot lose Harry Kane. I think Watkins, Wilson or Tony offer all exactly the same. I wouldn't take Wilson and be between Watkins and Tony for me, but I don't think it makes a blind bit of difference. If Kane's injured, we're not winning the Euros. It's as simple as that. Get in! Is it Harry Kane? I don't believe it. Harry Kane. Literally 30 seconds. Oh, I mean, what was I just saying as well? He is just... that is absolutely outrageous. Harry Kane. We are so screwed without him. Oh, it's an own goal. I mean, that would have been mental. I think he would play Rashford up top as our 9. I mean, Rashford's not good enough. Kane is just so head and shoulders. I just can't say it enough. He is phenomenally better than any striking option we've got. Go on then. Foden, what a ball. What are we appealing for here? I mean, I think this is going to be a penalty. With the way those shouts have been, as soon as VAR have a look at this, surely it's going to be a penalty. Or will they look at it? Because England have got the ball. Let it go, Grealish. Are VAR looking at it, or are they just not bothered? I don't think VAR are looking at it. Yeah, no, I agree. Not this isn't anywhere near the starting lineup for the Euros. I can't believe VAR haven't looked at that handball with the appeals that we've just given. I can't believe they've not looked at it. I mean, we've not even seen a replay or an indication that VR did even look at it. It does make you wonder, doesn't it? Oh, my 11. It's so hard. Oh, hang on a minute. I'll pick it in a second, but North Macedonia, stay on your feet. Stay on your feet. Declan Rice. Jack Grealish is losing his head. He probably needs to get off the pitch. Pickford starts in goal, no doubt. I don't take Nick Pope to the Euros, neither. I take Ramsdale, Pickford and Trafford. Pope's nowhere near good enough with the ball at his feet and he's in his 30s, and the third choice wouldn't play anyway. So for me, take Trafford for the experience. But anyway, Pickford in goal, probably Walker right back, Maguire, Stones, if not Maguire, Dunk. And if everyone's fit, probably Shaw. And then I'd play Rice, Phillips, Bellingham. Sorry, I thought. Saka, Sterling, Kane. Is that how many players have I picked? I've lost track now. I wasn't counting. So who did I have? Pickford, Walker, Stones, Maguire, Shaw, Phillips, Rice, Henderson, Sterling, Saka, Kane. Yeah, that's my starting 11. How is that not a corner? Let's have a look at this replay. I mean, Harry Kane just basically shoved the Macedonian player onto the ball. Yeah, I go to all the home games. I mean, I've been to a couple of away ones when I can get the tickets. I just haven't quite built up enough caps yet to be guaranteed an away ticket for every game. But I'm not far off. I was at Wembley Friday night. Sadly. I don't really support club teams, I'll be honest with you. Not a big fan. Probably some non-league football I prefer to watch now. I follow club football just for England players, but yeah, he's Ukraine, Italy still 0-0. I mean, oh, hang on a minute. Oh, corner for Macedonia. Come on, England, don't concede now. Good ball in. Yeah, there's not many of us. I just think I was saying this earlier on the stream. Club footballs are just businesses now. They don't represent where you're from, or I just think you might as well support Walmart FC or Tesco FC or Amazon FC. They're nothing to do with what they originally said. I mean, the founders, I think, of all clubs will be turning in the graves at the state of club football now. And I just don't. I wish I did. I wish I loved club football, but I just don't understand what I'd be supporting. My local team does not represent my local city at all. But with international football, obviously they represent your country. Go on then, Rice. Oh, I thought he'd put Kane in then. Ref, what is he doing? I mean, outside the penalty decision, he's not been that bad, the ref. But, I mean, I like how he doesn't take any crap. I don't know. Refereeing in the football in general is just a shambles, isn't it? I don't think it's the ref's fault, by the way. I think it's FIFA and Uefa and the instructions they give them and the rules and the procedures they've got to follow. I mean, talk about overcomplicating it. Oh no, I can't. I mean, I'm assuming there's probably a couple. But I mean, Jesus, there's loads of players now that play for different countries or could represent different countries. But it doesn't mean, if you choose to represent that country, then you're representing that country. Well, it technically is, I think, now. You're not really supposed to make contact with your opponent, are you? That's why it's so soft. Who do we think's been England's best player 67 minutes in? I think Foden has played well again. I mean, I will say this, Rico Lewis, I think, had a really good game. Never his fault for that penalty. You could maybe say he was a little bit immature with his arms all over the place, but I can't see how he could have jumped without it. What's he giving there? Offside? Yeah, no, I agree. I think Foden's played well tonight. Oh yeah, it comes off the Macedonian shoulder. I mean, Trent, I don't think's had a good game. Maguire's not had a good game. I think Rice has been all right. Oh, what are England doing at the back here? Matt Letizia, John Barnes, Raheem Sterling are a few that come to mind. I thought Raheem Sterling was born in London. I might be wrong there. It's been quite a feisty game, hasn't it? Yeah, I know he had Jamaican heritage, but for some reason I thought he was born in London to Jamaican parents. I think he's only ever represented England, though, hasn't he? Even at youth level. Lewis, good ball. Saka. Oh, I thought he were going to spin that in then. That was good play. Lewis again. Played well. He's had a good game. Looking better, though, England now. It's only took us 70 minutes. Can we nick a winner? Well, would we though? I mean, what teams play two strikers now? That's something of the late 90s, playing two centre forwards. Musiala as well. Lewis. Oh, what was that from Foden? Oh, referee. No chance. How is that a free kick? What is the referee on? Outrageous. I mean, I tell you that about referee's been awful. Yeah, but well, he could have, but he was Welsh, wasn't he? He had a really strong Welsh accent. I'm not one for picking out. I mean, like Declan Rice, he was English. He's English, isn't he? But he chose Ireland at first because he didn't think he was going to get playing for England. And when he realised actually he might have a chance with England, he wanted to swap back. Same with Grealish. So, yeah, I wouldn't. Bale's Welsh. You know, you hear him talking, he sounds Welsh. So, I don't believe in players swapping allegiance, and I mean that. Like, who you pick from the youth side, that you should be committed. You get one choice, in my eyes, to pick who you play for. You shouldn't be able to pick and choose when the grass gets greener. England looks like League Two struggling against North Macedonia. FIFA ranks 66. What a joke. Yeah, I know. I mean, we're already through. There's no, there's no incentive for England to do any more. There really isn't. You know, these players don't want to get injured. There's a couple here playing for the place, you would say, on the plane. Yeah, we do, and we're getting the point though, aren't we? I mean, FIFA rankings. Does anyone really care? It seems to be only Americans that care about FIFA rankings. Because let's be honest, you look at them 99% of the time, think what a load of nonsense they are. You feel like they just make them up. I mean, I'm keeping half an eye out here on the Italy game. 77 minutes, nothing in it. I mean, one goal for Ukraine, and they knock Italy. Well, they take it to this place. Go on then. I feel like there's another goal in this for England. Keep pushing, something will drop our way. Yeah, he's not been great. He's been better than TAA. TAA's had a terrible game. I mean, Macedonia making a couple of changes there. Are they going for the win? Why not? Yeah, joke. I mean, Gibraltar. I mean, I don't know where they're ranked, but they must be one of the little. I mean, they're not far off San Marino, are they? Come on, Saka. England look threatening now, has to be said. It's just whether we can just nick a goal. Let's see Cole Palmer come on. He played well Friday, Cole Palmer, when he came on. Why not give him a run out? Swap him for Trent or something in midfield. I don't know. Maybe even for Grealish. No, I don't have a second country at all. I get people who may have parents from another country or they grew up one place and moved. I get that, but no, I wouldn't know who to pick. Yeah, you have a soft spot for other countries that you don't mind seeing winning. 71% possession for England. I think it's less than what it was in the first half. We were up to 80%, weren't we, at one point? It's at risk of turning into a bit of a damp squid now, these last 10 minutes. I mean, both teams might just be happy with the put. I mean, Macedonia, they might as well go for it. And you'd think it has had a bit of spice this game. Players have been falling out a lot. So you feel like either team would probably like to get a winner. Yeah, it is a better game than it couldn't have been any bloody worse than exactly. It's not saying much at all. SWP was phenomenal against City last match. If he keeps up, oh, it's gone. No, get on with it. Go on then. Oh, Grealish! It's his one opportunity to put a good ball in all game, and he's completely... And this is what I mean. You know, there's not the assists. There's not enough assists in Jack Grealish. There's not enough goals. That is poor. That is so poor. Oh, that's terrible. What was that? I mean, there was literally 3 or 4 England lads queuing up to put that in as well. It's a corner from nothing. I mean, torches are out. It feels like Wembley. Next we'll see paper aeroplanes and Mexican waves. Come on, Foden. Put one good ball in. It's better. No. Not a set piece taker for me, Foden. Yeah, I was going to ask who you meant. But yeah, Raheem Sterling should be in this squad. I've said earlier on, Saka, after Saka, Sterling's our best wide player. 100%. He will win games on his own. He will. He's got to get recalled. I mean, there was a bit of concern. Everyone's thinking as he fell out with Gareth Southgate, but I'm not so sure. But it just feels a bit. Why isn't he being picked? I mean, what are North Macedonia doing here? I like James Ward-Prowse. Big fan, particularly with how few options we have in centre mid. I just don't get it. Don't get why James Ward-Prowse isn't in the squad. He loves Gallagher, though. Southgate absolutely loves Gallagher, and I'm not sure why, but it can't all be out-and-out attacking players. Gallagher, he is a bit of a workhorse, isn't he? Come on. I mean, the England fans who've travelled out there deserve at least a winner. It's been a shambles of a match. Both Friday night and tonight. At least give the fans something to cheer about. I think they forget they're in the entertainment business. I mean, man of the match for England. I mean, I would put the referee's given a free kick before Maguire's even headed it. Rico Lewis, I think, is well up there with a shout, even though he gave a penalty away. I think he's had a good game other than that. Phil Foden, I think, he's had a good game. What's he giving here? That's an outrageous decision again. I think the referee doesn't like arms or hands. You literally, I think he expects you just to jump with your arms tight by your side. Triple England change coming. I mean, how long are they going to have? Go on then, Foden. What can Grealish do? Nothing. Oh, he's got it back. What does he want to do? Yeah, I mean, he's looking to give them, isn't he? Good ball in. He's given a free kick again. Oh, has he? Has he given a goal kick? I think so. There's a triple substitution here for England. Phillips is coming on, oddly. Rashford's coming on and Palmer. That's good. TAA, poor game. Poor game from TAA. I do genuinely believe he's been one of the worst players we've had on the pitch. I think it just shows how important Calvin Phillips is. He's got to leave Man City. I think he's got to go. With the lack of options we there, Phillips has to go. So who's come off? So Grealish has obviously come off. Who else came off? Saka's come off. So the two wide players. It is really, yeah. He's got to leave Man City. I mean, you don't blame him for going there, but he's got to leave in January now. And I think he will. I think there's already murmurs about him leaving. I don't know where he'll go, though. I'm calling it now. I think this is finishing 1-1. Really disappointing. (87 minutes), Ukraine, Italy, still 0-0. Italy are going to do it, I think. No, they're just showing it now. I mean, Rashford caused them all sorts of problems at Old Trafford. Good play from Macedonia there. Maguire's still getting booed. Pickford. I mean, Harry Maguire, he's not had a good game, has he? It's a good night for the Maguire haters, it has to be said. I mean, what, are Macedonia going for the win? Come on, Ukraine. Yeah, it's not great, but there's no excuses. The pitch is... I mean, these are professional footballers, for God's sake. It's not like it's muddy, is it? Is it an Astro pitch, though? I'm sure I've seen black bobbles bobbling up every now and then. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, the referee's just... The referee's had a stinker. Yeah, he's had a shocker. Yeah, we should. But the problem is he can't, how do you motivate players that are already through? Flying out to Macedonia, they don't want to get injured for the clubs. I mean, I don't say I'm not making excuses for them, because I perfectly am. And it's not and it's not an excuse I buy, because like I said, the footballers forget people have paid the money, they want to be entertained. These are entertainers at the end of the day, very glamorised ones, but you can just see why they're going to do the bare minimum. They're not going to do any more than what they need to. It's a poor excuse, but it's just the reality of the modern day footballer, I'm afraid. Hopeless ball forward from Maguire. Lewis again. Brilliant. I can't believe we never saw a replay for that handball shout. Nothing. Come on, one more chance. I mean, how can we beat a team 7-0 and literally struggle to have a shot on target against them 3 months later, well, 5 months later? Lewis, oh, that was poor play. Took too long. I mean, I don't know how the Macedonia player got away with that. He literally fell over with the ball and somehow Macedonia come away with it. Good play again. I think he's had a great game. I really do think Rico Lewis has had a good game. Yeah, we're unbeaten in the qualifiers, but it's not unusual. England's record in qualifying, like historically, is phenomenal. We do not lose in qualifying. It's very rare. I think it's quite a few years ago since we lost in a qualifier. I mean, North Macedonia seem like they'd take a draw now. Look, there's no rush getting off the pitch. It's up to England now. If they want it, go and get it. I mean, the ref needs to... This is a joke. He's taking forever. How many minutes is that? 6 added minutes. Yeah, I only do because this is an England fan channel. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Does help me out a lot. I'm one of the few channels that only covers England. In fact, I think I'm the only channel that covers solely England's international team. So if you like your international football and England and anything international related, please subscribe. Rashford with a shot. Oh, God, I thought that was... I honestly thought he'd nailed that then. Half expecting the net to ripple. How far away is this? No, it's miles away. Absolutely miles away. Thank you very much. If you've just subscribed, welcome. If you're a subscriber for a while, thank you very much. I've said a few times I don't really follow club football. I might go and watch some league, some like lower league stuff. But I can't get in. I don't know what I'm supporting at club football anymore. I don't fancy supporting a business. If you want to know where I'm locally from, I'm not from where I live now. I'm from Derby at the minute. I've been living here 10 years. Originally, I'm from Sheffield way. So, I like to see the Sheffield Wednesday in particular do well, and Derby County, but all England. I'm definitely country before club, 100%. Oh, that was poor. Oh, Kane. Well, there's only England going for the win here, so can we create one more chance? If it falls to Kane, we know it's in. Rashford's just ran it out of play, and that's probably pretty typical of Rashford's form in an England shirt, it has to be said. Doesn't do enough. To be fair, he's only had 7 or 8 minutes, but that's just poor, isn't it, running it out. Stats for today's game. So the stats are... I haven't got the graphic to put up. We've only had 3 shots on target, same as Macedonia. But 6 shots off target. We've had 71% of possession, 6 corners to their 1. It's just been a crap game, really, has to be said. Better than Friday. I think someone said that earlier. But again, not much of a yardstick to judge yourself on. Anything's better than last Friday. Oh, Foden. Oh, it's so poor. To finish this qualification campaign with a 2-0 win against Malta and a 1 at home and a 1-1 draw against the North Macedonia team we beat 7-0 beforehand, you can't say anything but not good enough and disappointing. Even though, the job is done, you've got to criticise fairly when it's there. They'll take the praise, won't they, these players and Southgate, when it's going well, but then with that, you've got to be rightly criticised. People are paying a lot of money to follow this team, and you're still representing your country, and both of these performances aren't good enough, as Italy ended. Yeah, so Italy are through to the Euros with England, disappointingly. I can't see England creating anything at the minute. Oh, Rashford. It's just so poor. 1 more minute. I cannot see anything other than this guy. The refs now just... Oh. It didn't go out there, ref. England, look, there's no desire at all, really, to go for this. No overlapping players, no runs. It's just winding the clock down. Come on, at least get the ball in. That'll be that. That'll be that. And knowing this referee's performance, like Kane said, is this a corner? No, it doesn't look like it to me. I mean, what a disappointing night. It's disappointing because Southgate will be the one that gets us in the neck, and these past 2 games will just be the fire that those Southgate haters need. And it's not nice to end a campaign in such a negative way, given the fact that this group has been quite a tough group. Yeah, it's not great, but England have done what they needed to. 1-1. We are top seeds at the Euros, so we're going to get an easier group, arguably. Well, that's what it should mean anyway. But what a crap game. What a terrible, terrible game. I mean, man of the match, who are we going for? I'm going for Lewis. Sod it. He's had a great game. Young lad. Set back with the penalty. And I think he looked one of our best players all game after that. But what a terrible game. Thank you all, everybody, for joining me. Again, if you're new to this channel and you've been with me for any time tonight, please hit that subscribe button. It really does help me. I mean, 1-1. 1-1 against North Macedonia. Oh, my God. So England are through on 20 points. Comfortably won the group. But 2 draws. 2 draws. I mean, the worrying thing is that we didn't play that well prior to this international break against Ukraine. So this is a continuous run of form now for England where we've not been playing that well. I mean, we did play well against Italy, it has to be said. Really well. Boring against Australia. Played well against Scotland. I don't know. It's just... You wanted more. So, Ukraine do get playoffs, which is great to see. But thank you all so much for watching. I think I will end it there so we can all enjoy the post-match analysis. And I look forward to seeing you on my next video. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.